Sunday, April 8, 2012. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1983 Mercedes 240D. Took a video earlier, but I decided to take this as a separate video. I was moving some things around. As you can see here, I have the new trunk panels roughly installed. Obviously, I've put stuff in the trunk otherwise in front of it, but you can see I've got the new rear panel back there. It's not bolted and I don't have the screws for it, but I can find something. And the two side panels, as well as the carpet. I mean, it all needs to be cleaned, but certainly makes the trunk look correct and more complete. And I was moving the exhaust out of the car. Of course, the center resonator is in the garage, doesn't fit in the trunk. And I was moving everything off the back seat when I discovered a real pressing need to clean the inside of the car. I really thought it was just dirt and mildew in there, and I really was just gonna turn a blind eye until I had more time to clean it. But I opened the door, was getting stuff out. I was pulling the muffler out from right here, and my face gets within a foot of a long dead mouse. And it was disgusting. It was on the rear seat there. But it does help to explain all the peanut shells that were inside the car. I mean, there were peanut shells, empty shells. I probably pulled about a pound of empty peanut shells out of this car with a shop vac. And I knew there had been animals in here somehow because the there's an old floor mat that was on the front there, and there was some kind of poop on it. Certainly wasn't from a mouse, it was far too big. I figured it was maybe from a squirrel or something, which also could have been the source of the peanuts, but anyhow, that kind of led me to suspect that there might be some harmful dust in here that I really don't want to be around, so decided to give the car a really rough cleaning on the inside, just to get the bulk of the contaminants out. And the results are actually quite striking. I mean, you can see the rear seat here. Needs more cleaning. It's actually not 100% perfect as I thought. I mean, there's a little tear right here. I can repair that. Right here, and a little one up here. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It's in great shape. And this is just scrubbing it down with some degreaser and some water. I took the bottom part out of the car, vacuumed underneath it, and then cleaned the seat back while it was still inside the car. Also, you can see I have just because I have no other place to store it, I laid in the new rear carpeting, which actually looks to be in really good shape. And you can also see how it doesn't match the carpet on the center hump there. And I'll probably just clean that up and leave it as is, but I do need to get something for the side panels here. And I should probably replace this piece here because it's horribly stained. But I'll try to match it as close as I can to those. Vacuumed out the rear too. And even up here, even though that seat's shredded, I gave both front seats a similar cleaning, and all the interior door panels too. And the car is a lot nicer, a lot more inviting now. Cleaned up the dashboard a bit. You can see I've got the carpet in here. Okay. Got a kick panel there, none under here. I got to fabricate something for that. I didn't install the new kick panels on this side, but you can see, I mean, just the presence of carpeting and the absence of dust, at least in my mind, have completely transformed the inside of this car already. Certainly far from perfect, but as I showed you on the earlier video, I have a new dashboard sitting right over there. That's in almost mint condition, and that'll be replacing this one right here. And I've got a center console, which I believe is in better condition, which I'm very likely going to replace here, unless I can find some way to make these screws less obvious. So yeah, now that I've cleaned it out, I feel a lot more comfortable sitting inside the car. It actually smells a lot different too. I realized that now that a lot of the odor that was in the car actually was the dust and the filth, and when I got it out of the car, it actually smells a lot more like I'm used to smelling in a Mercedes, if that makes any sense. Obviously, these carpets, they're going to have to come back out. They still need a deep cleaning. I mean, they're in great shape compared to the rest of the car, but I want to make this as nice as I can, and it won't be hard to make these carpets nice. Plus, there's an oily film all over all the metal. The previous owner, I guess after he took care of a bunch of rust, sprayed everything down with oil, engine compartment, and the floors, and it's sticky and filthy, and it doesn't belong there. Once I make the repairs more solid, and I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to do for that yet, I'm just going to undercoat everything inside the car. I'll have the complete interior out to do that. And there's other details going to be taken care of in here. You can see the woodwork. I did finally wipe it down, and it's not too bad, but the veneer is all cracked. So I'm going to be taking this back to the wood, as carefully as I can, and refinishing it. Kind of have to do this piece up here too. When it's in good shape, this wood grain actually looks really nice in these cars. My 82 had the woodwork on the console. Pretty much all the US models had the wood on the dash here. But my 81 240D, which I had a few years ago, actually had black plastic inserts here, and a black plastic ashtray. Obviously, it's much easier to keep that stuff looking good over the course of time, but I don't have those pieces, so I'm going to do what I can to make this wood look good again. There's other things that are just kind of bothering me. You can see in here, I mean, all the plastic in here, I just noticed today, is all broken. I really have to wonder, how somebody managed to do this. I've never seen this happen before. I mean, obviously it kind of looks like they had everything off here. I know the previous owner took out the air conditioning, but I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I mean, look at this. This piece is broken too. Only the one in the center seems to be intact. So I have to see what I can do about that. Might end up, just wrapping some black tape around here really neatly and carefully to just preserve what the look should be. The knobs themselves seem to be in okay shape. This one is not coming off. But they all should come off too, for replacement of the bulbs inside. Center one seems kind of stuck. Obviously, AC knob here is just ornamental at this point. The air conditioning has been removed from the car. But that's all. Just wanted to show you what the car looked like with a very basic cleaning. So, I mean, it certainly needs a lot more cleaning, but once again, now I can sit in here and not feel like I'm going to catch a disease, and that's important because I'm going to be doing a lot of work inside the car. So, this is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and I'll catch you on the next video.